Well, we're a month into MLB 24, which means Chapter 2 of Team Affinity's here. And we're gonna rank all the cards, the best ones you should go towards first. There's some of the best cards in the game right now in Team Affinity Chapter 2. You're gonna want to get them. We posted a video talking about the fastest way to get Team Affinity done. Make sure to check that out and leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section who you guys are picking up first. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. We all strive to eat healthier, but sometimes that can be difficult. The time spent writing grocery lists, meal planning, shopping, and looking up recipes is very time consuming. But HelloFresh works to alleviate all of that. They do all the work for you so you can have the time to focus on your goals. I love the customization of the meal plans. You can easily find meals that fit your dietary needs. And you can also set how many meals and servings you're going to receive. Recipes are constantly rotating each and every week to highlight what's currently fresh and in season. This week, I selected the crispy buffalo spice chicken, and it was fantastic. All made simple with an easy-to-follow recipe guide. If you're ready to level up your meal times, you can use my code, POGHF132035, or follow the link in the description. And you'll receive 16 free meals and free dessert for life while subscribed. A pretty sweet deal. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring the video. So first things first. What division is best? Which one should you actually start with? This is how I would grade it. The coup de grace is definitely the American League East. All 5 of the cards are good. I think that's the best division. I would put the NL Central right up next. You got the Rob Dibble. You have some really good cards that fit the Buxton and Arenado captain boost. And then we'll give the AL West third place. There's no bad divisions, but these are the top 3 I would start off right away. In that stacked American League East, you've got, of course, the Martian, Jason Dominguez, who's a great card on his own merit, but then you see the 59 vision, which of course puts him in that Byron Buxton theme team, and he's going to get up to 90 fielding, 90 plus speed. His power's going to go through the roof at tier 3 of that Byron Buxton captain boost, but regardless, he's got a great swing. He's a switch hitter. He's an excellent card to get Team Affinity started off with. I'll put Orelvis Martinez number 2 because I think that position is one that a lot of people might be looking for an upgrade with as well. And I really liked his card last year. He's got great splits against lefties, which if you look some of the best pitchers of the game right now, you've got the Randy Johnson, the John Donaldson. They put in a couple new lefties in Team Affinity Chapter 2 as well. I think that's going to be huge for you to be able to hit the southpaws. We'll put Orelvis number 2. A close third is going to be Hester Kjerstad here for the Baltimore Orioles. Very balanced. He's got that mid-80s contact, that low 90s power, good vision, good clutch, good fielding, good speed with the great lefty swing to boot. He's just the epitome of being good at everything. He's not elite at one category, but he's an excellent card, especially if you don't run a theme team. We'll put Xavier Isaac at number 4. He's again another lefty in the game. We mentioned some of the good lefty pitchers. There's a lot of good righties too, of course. DeGrom just got released. We have the Andrew Painter in events. There's Edward Cabrera. He's a good bet. We'll put Rafaelia at number 5. He's not a great hitter. He's much more of a defender. You know, he can play pretty much all the infield, the entire outfield at a diamond shield with basically 90 speed. Good card. I just want a little bit more offense. Next, we'll go to the Central, which, like I said, is probably the second best. And this is, again, the same sort of thing as Chapter 1, where Rob Dibble, is he the best? I don't think so, but in terms of missions, 10 strikeouts here nets you 10,000 points, which is really, really quick. That also doubles up with this mission for 30 Ks for 10,000 points, and multiplayer online, you just need 5 strikeouts for 12,500 Team Affinity points. So I really think you gotta prioritize the pitchers. And that's not to say Dibble's bad by any means. We know how good the Dibbler is year in and year out. He's got outlier on that four-seam fastball, So he's going to throw 103, a 10-mile-an-hour drop-off to that cutter, which is so tough to pick up on. And then the hit 9 and the K9 are so damn high. Is probably the best righty reliever in the game right now. After that, Greg Vaughn. Arguably a better card. When you put the Byron Buxton boost on him, again, 59 vision, much like Jason Dominguez, you don't have to have the Buxton boost, but he just becomes so good when you get the power upgrade. And actually, Greg Vaughn becomes a fairly competent defender. 80 arm, mid-70s fielding with 70 speed. This is a really damn good card. 100 clutch as well. Very good contact and clutch. Big PCIs for a Buxton captain boost. Next up, I would put this Josh Bell. He's a switch hitter. I love his cards. He's always really good. He doesn't fit either Nolan or Byron, but he's going to slap. He's going to bang. This Joe Torre, don't sleep on him because he does fit the Nolan Arenado captain boost. He's got max contact already, max clutch, and you get a bit more power, a bit more fielding behind the dish. He's one of the best catchers in the game. And we'll round things up with the Minnesota boy. Much like most Minnesotans, losers. He's not bad, he's just the least of the 5. The American League West has got J.R. Richard, much like Rob Dibble. I think he's the pick. He's also, much like Rob Dibble, a very good pitcher, but again, the missions are going to really expedite the Team Affinity progress, so all the rest of the cards you're going to get a lot quicker by taking the pitcher first. And J.R. Richard, sliders play so well this year, especially high velocity sliders like JR's got at 91 miles an hour. He's got outlier on the 4-seam fastball, 103 right there. Still a decent differential on the cutter and 2-seam fastball as well. 110 hit 9, yeah, he's going to be pretty deadly. Without a doubt, though, the best card in this division, it's Mitch Garver by far. He is so good. He does fit the Nolan Arenado captain boost again, so you're going to make him even better. But on his own merit right now, I think the only catcher that's in the same conversation as him is Mike Napoli from the XP reward path. Honestly, defensively, he's not even that bad. He's got 5 quirks, including Dead Red, which might be the best in the game. 100 plus power both ways, good contact, the clutch right around 100. The only knock is I wish the vision was a bit lower so he could also fit on the Buxton captain boost, but he's excellent and he can play first base as well. I think the top 2 are definitely leading that division up because Jacob Wilson, I think, is a bit of a step down. Good defender, good speed, doesn't fit either captain boost, not a ton of power right there. He's all right. You got Vogie. Surprise, surprise, he does fit the Nolan Arenado captain boost. Although he might be too slow, actually, to fit in. Danny Burgers is going to be hitting some bombs. He's the prototypical lefty bench bat that's going to crush righties, and honestly, he's not that bad against lefties either. He's going to be pretty fun. And then Tim Salmon. Kind of like a lot of years. His card's just a little underwhelming. I mean, he's not a good defender. He's not a tremendous hitter. He's just sort of there as the second-rate fish there in Anaheim. Honestly, the more I think about it, you might be able to say and convince me that the NL East should be in the top 3 because the pitchers are excellent. Noble Meyer here for the Miami Marlins. He looks really good. He's got velo on the 4-seam, a sinker as well. He's got good stuff. The per 9s are all pretty balanced at high 80s, lower mid 90s for K9. He's looking pretty damn good. And then Mick Gable as well. He's got the same pitch mix with the 4-seam sinker, 2 breaking balls, and a changeup. I just like the BB9 on Noble Meyer a bit more. But with how bad pitching has been this year, 2 free 93 overall pitchers is extremely nice. Eddie Matthews is always good. He always has the same card art though. Fuck. You know, I'll search it right now. Yeah, he's had more than a few Topps cards. There's no reason why we have to get the same one year in and year out. We're about 8 years deep of getting the same Eddie Matthews card. But either way you slice it, his attributes are damn good. He's got really balanced contact. He's got good power. One of the best lefty strokes in the entire game. And on top of that, he's got dead red. He's got unfazed. The best quirks that you could want. Eddie Matthews is excellent. Bit of a biased pick from Meneses here. I loved his BR card in 22. He just always gets good results for me, for whatever reason. But it is a good card too. Very good against lefties, good against righties as well. A solid DH option if you're looking for it. And then Acuna, Ronald's little brother, we'll put in here. Again, much like Rafaela for the Red Sox, just not a ton of power. He's a good defender, good speed, just leaves something to be desired. The AL Central is actually really good, and again, they've got some stud pitchers. Noah Schultz is a bit glitchy. If you played the showdowns, he's got a pretty sick motion. He's 6'9" as a lefty, kind of reminds you of Randy Johnson. The velo probably won't remind you of Randy Johnson, but the pitch mix sort of. He's got a slider and a slurve at different velocities. He's got a sinker. I think he's going to play very well. I'm looking forward to using him in ranked seasons. And then Justin Verlander. He doesn't quite have outlier. He's still going to get up there, about 98 on the four seam, and he's always pretty good. That cut fastball is always versatile, and JV always plays above his ratings. But again, the best card here, it's Erod. It's for the Buxton boost. I mean, potentially Byron's replacement for when he hangs up the fielding glove at the age of 30, probably, so he could stay healthy. He's going to get really good. Diamond defense at center, 90+ speed, power well into the hundreds versus both righties and lefties. Excellent swing using him in showdown as well. Really like that card. We'll put Gordo, Alex Gordon here for the Royals. Another sweet lefty swing. High defense, can play third and the outfield. And he does have 7 quirks as well, which is pretty good. The unfortunate thing with these pipeline series, these prospects, they don't have any quirks. Again, I think quirks are a nice addition. They aren't always a necessity, but it is a good tiebreaker for things. And Steven Kwan will put here, he only has 2, which bad ball hitters, probably one of the worst to have. It's a good bailout, but probably better for foul tips than actually getting good hits. And Steven Kwan is a guy that doesn't really have a lot of power, just especially how the game's played recently. I think you need that pop. A lot of balls dying near the track this year. And we'll round things up with the NL West. I thought I would like this division a bit better. I mean, Chase Dollander, I do think is pretty good. He had the draft series card last year. He's got high velo, 98 four-seam, 95 sinker, just missing out on outlier. The same mix as the 2 righties from the National League East, Chapter 2 Team Affinity, and pretty good stats. He's a good starter that you get for free. But Kenley Jansen, I mean, this isn't the best mix that we've seen on him, and he doesn't throw that hard. The 2-seam at 96, the cutter at 94, but the hitters aren't quite as good. You got Drew Jones, just like Daddy. Excellent defender, diamond defense at all spots in the outfield, max speed, good power, vision. He does fit the Byron Buxton captain boost, which is nice. So he's one of the better ones in there for sure. And then you've got Will Myers, who I think is all right. He can play first, second, and the outfield, but none of them particularly well. Only 64 arm in the outfield. I'm not so sure about that. The hitting stats, though, are pretty good. Contact, pretty decent. Power also is looking nice. And then, unfortunately, I thought this would be my favorite when I saw that he was announced. Chili Davis. I mean, he's got good contact right, but lefties, 87-54 is just not great. On the flip side, this is, I think, the only Chili Davis that has really been able to play the field. He's got 70 speed, Silver Shield defense with the ability to get it up to gold at parallel 4 and above. He's just not quite it, unfortunately. And that's going to do it. That's how I would rank Team Affinity Chapter 2, the best divisions, the best cards that you should go for first. Let me know in the comments section what cards you guys are liking as we begin the next month of Season 1 of MLB The Show 24. And if you guys enjoyed this video, thank you for watching.